Good morning, all. Ira Epstein with your morning flash update for this December 9th, 2025. And the time's about 8:25 a.m. Central Time. In terms of news, we had at 5 in the morning the National Federation of Independent Business November Small Business Optimism Index, and it went up to 99 versus October's 98.2 and an expected 98.3. Redbook retail sales just came out a few minutes ago, and they're both up for the retail sales. In fact, for the week ending December 6th and the week ending December 25th versus 24th. 5.7%. That is down from the big numbers that we had last week, but still good numbers. We're going to get to JOLTS report, the job openings and labor turnover survey at 9. That'll be the number that everybody focuses on, and it's the last labor number we're going to get before tomorrow's FOMC announcement, press conference, and expected 25 basis point rate cut. API numbers will come out at 3:30 today. Now, in terms of market action, you're breaking down a little bit in the stock indices. Again, evening up, everybody waiting to see what the JOLTS is going to be. We're looking at silver gaining again nicely on the gold market. That's been a big trade for quite a while. Copper's taking a pretty big hit here, down 1,100 points. Not sure what got into that, but boy, that's a big decline in that market. Platinum up in the meantime, about $5. When we look at Bitcoin, it's flirting with the 90,000 level and trying to be under it. They tried an early morning rally in the energies and it just didn't hold. I was reading a story today also about that, about what AI might mean to producing more oil. Wood Mackenzie had a big article on it. And basically what they're saying is AI could be a game changer. We'll see. There's a lot of factors pro and con on that. But you would think that you'll be able, with artificial intelligence, to make something of a better game out of the market in terms of employing a lot more of factors that you know. When we take a look at the December dollar index, and I'm still looking at the D's on that, it's up 9 points, and most of the March currencies are down. Now, I admit I switched over to the Marches earlier than a lot of traders will. That was my goal, to do that and to just bring you up to date on it. In another week, everybody will be switching to the D's. In the grain markets, it's very, very much hit and miss. We're not getting the business that we wanted to see yet out of China. We're not seeing foreign business coming in. And obviously, the question is getting the product out of the farmer's hands. And with prices falling, that isn't going to be the case. So it is something that you've got to be looking at and trying to figure out where do you go next. And the elephant in the room, of course, is going to be the bond and the note market, as it's now gearing itself up. It came down to Bollinger Bands 2 days ago, and you've been getting a bounce since you hit those. And I would expect that something like that continues for a little bit here, right in front of the FOMC meeting tomorrow. Other than that, I think you're just sitting here like everybody else, hit and run, trying to figure out what does the Fed do, what does the dot plot say, and we can get something back to normal in the trade and the interest rates, the currency markets, completely looking at that. And probably stock indices, trying to figure out, will the Santa Claus rally unfold and keep going? As you know, I keep saying I think Santa's left the building. So I do want to remind you to move your cursor up to the top here. If you want to get any of our free offerings, you can move over here if you're watching us on YouTube. And with that, I'm Ira Epstein. I'll see you at the end of the trade day.